Hey, my name's Michael. I've been with Life Matters team since March beginning of this year, and it's been really interesting and really drawn a lot of my passions for youth. I am a schools presenter, so I go out to schools, rural and in the city, on seminars that we do as part of Life Matters. And I guess my passion for this topic started, around the core meetings we had around this boy to manhood. And from there, I just went and did my own personal research into this, and I just saw how much of a need for boys to figure out what it does really mean to be a man. Culture and society can say this, but what is a true definition of what it means to be a man?
Hey going, my name's Daniel and I'm here with the Life Matters team. We're doing stuff about boyhood, and what really made me interested about this topic was that I've had some key pivotal men in my life that have made me the man I am today, and I want kids when they're growing up to have the same sort of experiences and stuff like that. So with the tools that we're going to give them, I'm really keen in showing them how they can grow up to become a positive man, a strong man, but also a man that has can show their emotions and that sort of thing.
Hey, I'm Thomas. I work with Life Matters and I do seminars. I'm on the seminar team for Life Matters. And I also work in a church as a youth coordinator, and for me what that means is that I look after the youth, so from the ages of 13 to 18, and I organise activities and events and look after their well-being outside of church, and so throughout the week, just keeping in touch and running stuff for them and making sure they're okay. I find myself passionate about this program because for me, growing up at school and in different circles and different friendship groups, something like this I think would have really helped me become the person that I am today a lot sooner, I think. And for me, this program could be, that Kickstarter for some young boys to find who they are, to find, their passions and what they want to do with their life, but probably more so just find out who they are and be comfortable with who they are and be comfortable in this world with who they are. And for me, that was something that I really struggled with, and I'd love to see young people have that same that mindset and that outlook on life, that they're okay the way that they are.
Hi, my name's Stuart Sampson. I'm a youth worker with the Department of Child Protection, and in my role I look after vulnerable young people who have been the victims of abuse and neglect in a residential care setting. And I'm really interested in the idea of masculinity and manhood and what it means to grow up and become a man. I see a lot of young boys go through the system without an identity, without strong father figures, and really lost to know what it means to be a man, to grow up and become an adult and survive in the big bad world out there. And so I really want to help educate kids. I really want to show what being a male can be in a positive sense and reclaim that identity.
I'm Matt. I work for the Schools Ministry Group and I lead the Life Matters team. So we spend all our time going out into schools, doing talks and workshops, really just exploring what it means to be human with young people, primary school students, high school students. So it's awesome just to be able to spend time with these students as they're navigating their way through life. And so my interest in this journey, the journey of the boy, the adolescent boy journey into manhood, kind of tracks back to this moment when I was playing cricket. I kind of grew up playing cricket and footy, and so spent a lot of time in the change rooms and locker rooms. And as everyone is kind of aware, that the sort of talk that happens in those areas is almost specific to the change rooms. It's like you don't often talk about the things that happen in there because it's some of the content and things that get talked about aren't the greatest to involve lots of other people in. But I remember I was playing cricket, I was playing seniors, and so we were all, majority of us were kind of adults, 18 through to sort of 30s. But there was this one guy who just started playing with us, and he was younger, he was like 16. This conversation kind of got struck up in the change rooms and talking specifically to this guy, and it was all around all the girls that he had been with. And the conversation was all around like, the more that you've been with, the better. It was almost like the more girls you've been with, the more of a man you are. And as I was listening to this conversation and listening to kind of almost like the peer pressure that was coming from these older guys, I kind of felt like I needed to say something, stand up for kind of the things that I've felt and believed. And so I kind of spoke up, and I said to him, I said, mate, you know that the amount of girls that you've been with doesn't determine if you're a man or not. And everyone kind of quietened down, looked over at me, and I continued to say to him, like, that it's not about that stuff. That doesn't determine if you're a man or not, but it's actually more about who you are, your character, how you choose to treat people. And I think back to that moment as sort of this interesting one that has got me thinking, almost like I feel like I know what it means to not be a man, or to the things that don't equal whether you're a man or not. And it's also got me thinking, well, if we know what it means to not be a man, or the things that don't make you more of a man, what are the things that do help you to become a healthy man? Like, what are the things that can help us in the journey to manhood? And that's what I'm really excited about with this program, to begin this conversation, to meet these young guys where they're at, and to be able to help them see, well, actually that doesn't matter. These things don't matter in regards to your manhood, but this and this is important. How can we help you achieve this? How can we help you navigate your way in this journey?